This message today is about the frequency of which you decide to live. So I woke up yesterday with a message regarding love. And not love in the sense of way that us in society thinks about it, just for romantic love. About love in terms of a frequency, in terms of a way of being, in terms of a practice, right? So I think many times when we think about love, as I just stated, we think about it in terms of just a romantic relationship, but love is so much more than that. And the message that was coming through was almost laughing at us humans about how weird we are, that we do not yet understand that all of these attachment theories and communication skills and tools and tricks and how to be and how to, it all is just a way to love. And a lot of these issues that we have, a lot of the traumas that we have, were the absence of love in spaces that we needed or should have been loved. Because love is a frequency, love is a practice. And there are many of us that don't live or breathe or practice in that frequency. So the message that I was getting was really that love is the medicine. And I know that sounds so like, right? Like love is the medicine. And it's like, yes, all of our ailments, all of our problems with ourselves, with others, and with community can be solved with love. It is the absence of love that has gotten us there. And I think when we think about love, we so often think about love just as, oh, I love you, so I want to be with you. No, it's about loving as a practice, being love, loving oneself first and foremost, and then loving another, and then loving others, and then having love for community. So I took some notes. So I'm going to read from my paper, okay? A lack of self-love is low self-worth, low self-esteem, shame, self-sabotage. A lack of love from others, so if you are not loved by others, is neglect, abandonment, betrayal. A lack of love between community is violence, injustice, and division, right? So restoring love of ourselves between people, in our communities, in our existence, makes our life sacred. Embodying love, not just as a feeling, but as a practice, as a way to be, as a sacrilegious or a sanctimonious way of being, is to be and to treat and to practice love. To practice love. To practice love. So accountability is love as truth. So that's a way that you can practice love. I love you enough to be honest. Boundaries is the love of self. Love of self. I love myself enough to protect my peace. Compassion is love in action. I see your pain and I won't make it worse. I see your pain and I won't make it worse. That's compassion. That's what we lack in communities, right? And sometimes in our interpersonal relationships. Presence, love as attention. I show up fully even when it's hard. And then justice, love as protection. I won't allow harm to continue where love should live. I thought that was amazing. Like, an understanding of love, not in this grandiose way that we think about it in our society, but as a practice of being, as a way we show up. You show up in love. You are love. You love yourself. I think one of the big things that when we think about love is we put it external of us. We put it on the outside of us. And love is within us first and foremost. Like, we are love. So we must first love ourselves. And we must first know if we love ourselves before we can even enter loving someone else or something else or the community. I think one of our big problems today is that there are a lot of people that work in community, that live in community, that are in interpersonal relationships that have no love for themselves. They don't even know how. And that's crazy, because how can you give something you don't even have? You've never had. A lot of the traumas that we endure are because of a lack of love. And actually, I would say most of them are because of a lack of love. So that was the message that I got. It's just stepping onto that frequency of love. It's a different frequency. Things work different on this frequency because love works differently. I think we are being asked to step into the love frequency. And I know that sounds so corny. It sounds so corny. But in its corniness, I don't think that there is another way to be, because it will, the moment you step into the frequency of love, and love is a practice for you, then so will honesty, so will truth, so will authenticity, so will service, so will conversations, communications, your actions. Like, there's so much that is removed because you just want to show up in love. That doesn't mean that people are not going to get hurt. I don't want anybody to get confused and think like, oh, well, that means I'm never. No. People are going to get hurt. People's feelings get hurt all the time without you intending for people's feelings to get hurt. But it is in love that we would forgive. It is in love that we would have a conversation. It is in love that after pain, we would want to heal, right? Not further pain, not be petty, not seek revenge, but that we would want to heal. Like every problem, the solution should be for healing, and for love, and for continuation of harmony. And I think like we are being called to step onto that frequency. So if you made it to the end of this video, you are here. The choice is yours. You are being asked today, will you choose to step onto this frequency? The door is open. It is your choice to go through it, but it's a beautiful choice. And unfortunately or unfortunately, this door doesn't close. It's always there, looming. You get to choose. It's scary. It's scary, right? To walk in love, to be vulnerable, when the world has made it so damn hard. But you have the opportunity today. The choice is yours. And if you choose so, welcome to the frequency of love. Bye, y'all.